There we go. Should be live now. See if anybody hops on, if anybody's awake to hop on. May not see anybody. Oh, I see 2 viewers. I hope everybody's doing alright in the chat. I don't know how long this will be. Depends on if I have anybody in the chat to talk with. I just figured I'd see if there's anybody awake that wasn't busy that wanted to chat. Normally, I'd be getting ready to go to work. Hello there, Mist Soapery. I hope you're having a good day. Normally, I'd be going to work, but today is a holiday, so I don't go to work. But we've got one dog in heat, and the other dog is a male. So he's been keeping me up all night, whining because he can't be with the female. So I've not got much sleep. But that's what happens whenever you get more than one sex of an animal and you don't get them fixed. So hopefully he'll calm down. Yeah, I stepped out earlier to let the dog use the bathroom, and it was pretty chilly out there. Don't help that we've had a virus running rampant throughout the house. That's been terrible. It feels like the flu. It won't go away. I don't know what the temperature is here, actually. Let's see. 20 degrees. Wind 3 miles an hour. So it sounds like I'm not as bad off as you are, but it's still cold out there. Ooh, yeah, the flu sucks. I hate the flu. I hate getting sick in general. Especially stomach bugs. I hate stomach bugs the worst. Anything that makes you want to puke or throw up, ugh, it's the worst. I hate that. The the drainage and coughing and just feeling dead is annoying and it sucks, but dry heaving, oh, that's worse. At least for me. You can come over here. Look, look. Yeah. You better go lay down in front of your heater, buddy. It's gonna cut off here in a bit. He, he loves that heater. Ever since winter came along, the heater has become that dog's best friend. He knows when it cuts on, he knows when it cuts off, and he knows when to push anybody out of the way to get the heat. And the birds are awake. They're hollering. That's what you hear in the background. They want to be a part of a live stream. Yeah, it's been a weird winter. Getting not so bad, and then it just drops into being really bad, and then it warms back up, and then it drops back into being really cold. It's just weird. But yeah, hopefully everybody watching is if they have the holiday off, is having a good holiday. I know I normally also have class over at the community college, but because it's a holiday, I don't have that today. Oh yeah, they are noisy when they want to be, and they hear me in here talking, and they want me to give them all the attention all the time. Well, hey, that's one way to do it, working from home. I know. I think I think of working at home similar to uh, homeschooling. And what I mean is, I imagine there's some people and children that do it really well, and then there's some people or children that constantly get distracted by stuff because they're at their home. And I think I would probably be one of those people that would get distracted if I worked from home. It's just one of those things that I think I would get distracted. If it wasn't me finding a distraction, it'd be somebody else giving me a distraction. So I quite like working close to home. I like where I work. I like everybody there. Everybody's nice, and what the customers I deal with are nice, and all everything's pretty much nice. Hey, Will. Like I was telling uh, Gabriella, Miss Sopery, Yeah, sometimes I can multitask, and then other times I have to focus. I get drawn into one single task, and that's all I focus on. I drown out everything else, which is terrible for multitasking, because the whole point of multitasking is doing multiple things at once. But it's great if you have to get one thing done. Yeah, I actually brewed some extra calf. I don't normally drink it. Uh, Jesse drinks it. He loves it, but I figured I'd give it a try because um, it's not super strong to me at least. I've drunk stronger coffee than that, but I know some people say that that stuff's really strong. But yeah, it's pretty cold out there today. The wind has died down from yesterday. Boy, the wind was terrible yesterday. It was making the trees move like crazy. But luckily the wind has died down now. And it was actually clear last night. I could see that what was it, the super wolf blood moon, whatever they called it. I got a nice view of that last night. Um, I didn't go out till it was almost completely eclipsed, and I looked at it when it was starting to eclipse, and then I just left it. It's too cold outside. Yeah, I can't wait till it warms up outside, and I mean actual warm, and not warm for about a week and then cold. But I do dread summer whenever it's too hot. So hopefully we actually get some spring here this year and it doesn't jump into summer. We didn't really get much of a fall here this year. It kind of just went, and then it just dropped into winter. But that was wonderful for the plants. The plants had a wonderful time growing during that nice extended warmth. I hope it's mild. We had, up here at least, we had a wet spring last year, and I don't know if the plants liked that or hated that. I think most of them liked it, mainly because they're on a slope, so once the clay absorbs too much water, the rest of the water just runs down the slope. But boy, my fruit tree, they they loved it and they hated it. I had one uproot itself from setting peaches. We had to stake it back up. and we didn't even get to enjoy the peaches because worms had gotten into them. But literally, just it growing peaches on it made it pull up out of the ground. What are you doing, Zeus? What are you doing? Your heater's cutting on. You better go to it. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can grow all different kinds of stuff this coming spring and summer, and hopefully we'll have a good bee year as well with our honey bees and our solitary bees. From what I've seen, all the honey bees, at least on our property here, they seem to have survived the winter so far. Now, we did lose a hive at my sister's, and there's another hive that we haven't got to check on. It's on another piece of property. But those bees were used to the mountains, and that's where they were at. So I'm assuming they did just fine. Being the last time we looked at them, they were a nice large swarm. They had moved into the box. I just don't know what all they're going to have to harvest pollen wise because they're up in the mountains. So not a whole lot of flowers in terms of fields. But one thing we do have in the mountains is rhododendrons. And I found out that mad honey is produced from rhododendrons. Um, not mainly from the ones that we have here. Um, the free varieties that mainly produce it are over in Europe and Turkey. But it makes the honey a slightly reddish color and it makes it bitter. And the rhododendron has a toxin in every part of it, and that's why the honey tastes bitter and is slightly red, is because of that toxin. But I don't know if the bees had nothing but rhododendron to harvest here, if our native one would have enough of the toxin in it for the honey to be what they consider mad honey overseas. Um, they actually get quite a lot of money for mad honey, but if you eat too much of it, it'll kill you. So I mean, they claim it's an ailment. I'm not very interested in trying any, but, but we do have a hive up in the mountains, and that's where the rhododendrons grow. So it won't surprise me if there's a chance we get some honey up there again that is bitter. We got some we from a old dead hive that had been up there, and it was bitter. Hello, Atten. Good morning to you too. Yeah, the honey that we had harvested from the old dead hive, it was a decaying bee box. It was bitter and was not sweet at all. Calm it down, buddy. Calm it down. Did the cat take your heater? Speaking of cats, there's one wanting in. Let me go and let that cat in real quick. Oh, dog wants out as well. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let him out for a second. Crazy dog. As soon as I let him out, he doesn't want to do anything. He wants to come back in. That cold hit him, made him change his mind. Yeah, the cats come in and out. Got one hogging the heater right now. Well, I don't think there's a whole lot of people to chat at once. It's pretty cold out there. You all right, buddy? I already finished mine, man. Mine's already gone. I gotta go make me another cup. Oh, I'm sure it's cold there. It's pretty darn cold here. It was cold enough to make Zeus change his mind about going out. One thing I am happy is so far I've not heard of anybody transmitting cold or body sicknesses through the internet. So that's a good thing. Because that would suck. You join somebody's live stream, they're sick, they got the flu. It's going through the Wi-Fi. So what are you going to do, Will? Any plans for today? Or are you just going to chill? Because I don't really have any plans for today. I'm thinking about just chilling. Ooh. Boy, I hate being sick. Sucks. Well, both of ours, Sammy, he's at his mother's, and Innocence is up there asleep. She's got a friend over for the weekend and the extended weekend, and they're both sleeping. They won't be awake till late in the morning. Yes, he started sowing seeds during the super blood wolf moon thing. That's gonna be some weird seed germination, possibly. You could end up with some weird stuff. Probably not, but it'd be funny if you did. Yeah, Peter Stanley did a video on that honey. He posted it on the PLC the other day, and I went and watched it. He said that it 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 didn't really have much of a reaper smell, and that it did have some heat, but it wasn't very hot. I wish I still had some more of the The little honey bears. I used all the ones I have. I wouldn't mind getting some more though. So hopefully this coming spring and summer we'll be able to harvest some more honey off the bees. Man, I've been hating all that spam we've been getting in the PLC lately. Is there so has planting by the moon paid off for you? I assume it has since you do it. Yeah, we got other people around here that have yards full of bees that sell the raw honey. Then we got people with fields full of bees that sell bees. They won't sell you much of their honey, but they'll sell you a box of bees and blocks of beeswax. Well, that's good, Will. I'm glad that it's fared pretty well for you. I know we've just been planting when we get the chance. I'm hoping that Innocence's seeds will start to come up, but they may take a couple more weeks. Um, I'm not sure on that. I haven't bought honey in years. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. I think the the one person that I know of that did sell honey, I think they were selling, what was it? I think it was a quart for I think $25. A quart of raw honey for $25. But it's been a long time since I've bought any honey. So that may be a good price, but part of it being a good price is if the taste is what you want. Because I could offer honey um, lower price than the competition, but if my honey tastes bad to you, then you may not want it. You may want the competitions, even if it costs more. So I think taste is part of it, and I've had some honeys that I love and some honey that I don't care for. Um, I love the honey that we got off of our hives on our property, but um, I don't care too much for the mountain honey. It's got a bitter taste to it, which I think that's the rhododendron. Um, they say that. Hey, Julian. They say that. What is it? I had it on the tip of my tongue. Hey, Bounty. Oh, what's the name? let's see, I think it was, yeah, I've seen the hand extractors. Um, I know we watched and we still watch several beekeepers on YouTube. One of them, Don the Fat Bee Man, he sells something called Smurfberry honey like crazy. He said you could sell it all day. What it is, if I'm remembering correctly, it's actually honey that has been made off of sumac. Yep, the bees go to the flowers and they harvest off the flowers and make honey out of it. And he claimed that it was very tasty, but he found that people would not buy it if he called it sumac honey. So he just called it Smurfberry honey. It's funny how the name of something will change whether or not people will buy it or use it. So I hope everybody's having a good morning. Yeah, I don't like sumac, but supposedly the honey is really good. I think I'm gonna go make me another cup of coffee and be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Made me another cup of coffee. Let's see, the chat has sped away. Let me catch up. Alright, Bounty, starting your seeds day. That's good. Well, that's good, Bounty. Yeah, on the stuff like ahi, people, I know Rob and several others have recommended holding off on stuff like your ahis, your jalapenos, stuff like that, because it grows pretty quick, so you can afford to hold off on it and wait till it's closer to outdoor planting time. Whereas stuff like the super hots are slow, and if you wait on them, they may not produce by the time it's I wouldn't say summer, but maybe right after summer, because at least here, I know there's enough time right after the heat of summer when blooms are dropping to produce some pods, but they may not uh, grow enough to produce those pods, and then you're kind of out of luck. Now, um, stuff like bell peppers, ahis, jalapenos, that kind of stuff, it grows so quick that you can go on ahead and um, wait on it, and then just plant it at a date closer to your outdoor transplanting. Hey man, you can start peppers anytime you like, as long as you're willing to deal with the consequences of starting them when you do. Because I got some in my tent that I started in October. Now, I didn't start them so early to move them out. I actually started them so early in the hopes of getting pods and seeds before the height of summer, and then I could transition them outside and get a lot of seed so I could grow out F2 varieties, because that's where you want a load of seeds, because uh, F1 it's just dominant traits, but F2 is where it'll grow all the different traits, and if you don't have a whole lot of seed, you might miss out on a couple of combinations. So that's why I started mine so early. Although they've been I wouldn't really say dropping blooms. They'll open their blooms, they will bloom and produce pollen, but then the blooms die. Because I know last year in the heat of summer, we had a big Bertha dropping flowers, and it wouldn't even open the buds, they would just fall off of it. That's how bad it was. Yeah, Bounty, I'm in North Carolina too. I'm up in the foothills. And Will's right down below me in South Carolina, so we're all pretty close together. I know. I don't know if you guys saw Kane's newest video he uploaded, but he's got little tiny compact plants that he's crossing them to make hybrids. I love how he got the plants to grow so compact. I think that's really neat because I've let my plants get pretty big, and part of that is I didn't top them. I let them grow, and they were getting a little leggy. And it wasn't until after they had started getting leggy that I moved the light down closer and topped them, but it was too late. They were already leggy. But yeah, it's a good as good of a time as any to start super hots. If you have as long as you have an area with temperature and light, you could grow them. You could grow them just like Kane did, and just keep pruning them and make them very small peppers. You all right? Sit down. You feeling any better versus yesterday? No. Feeling any worse? I know you do. Yeah, I couldn't either. I couldn't either the first few days of it. Couldn't sleep good. I felt like I was gonna die. Yep. Um, we're up in Lenore, Caldwell County, Bounty. No,
I ate quite a bit of that.
and it didn't help you.
I ate quite a bit of that raspberry honey. Uh, on them egg rolls.
Yeah, she called it off of either me or Innocence, and this virus is terrible. I've mainly got the cough now, but it's treating her worse than it treated me. Let's see. Google says I'm an hour and 49 minutes from Locust. So, not that far away. All right, Bounty. That's fine, man. Um, you can get you you can get you the big thing that holds the little trays and it's got the humidity dome. Those work. You can get you a heating pad. Um, if your ambient temperature is high enough though, then a heating pad would kind of be obsolete. But yeah, good luck on getting your seed started. Hey, you could always do a video on it, show off your progress of them growing and stuff. Now I'm drinking Maxwell House. I see that I see that Rev's already put up a event for Monday meetups, and he put Rob Z makes a bet as the title. And Stephen Miller's already beat us to first. I'll see if I can't get second. Oh, Rob Z. Something about a bet that he made about Charles growing.
Did you get your cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
300 pepper plants. But that should be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what all they talk about in terms of the bet. Yep, go get you that refill, man. It's alright, buddy. It's okay. I know. I know. some water here as well. Oh, Barnyard Chicken stream last night. I missed it. I'll have to watch that. I didn't know that she streamed last night. I almost missed whenever Crazy K went live. I just happened to refresh YouTube and see it. Yeah, it shows in my feed that she did. It was only a 10-minute stream, but I missed it. Barnyard Chicken went live last night.
Really?
Yep,
Oh,
we missed it.
I didn't know she's going on.
But I didn't know either. It was only 10 minutes long. Yeah, I was chatting with a couple of people actually. We had Gabriella's Mist Soapery stop by, said hey, talked to them for a bit. I don't know if it's I don't know who they are. Then Will hopped on, talked to him for a bit. Atten said hello and good morning. Then Julian said good morning, and Bounty talked for a bit with me and Will. He went to go and get seed starting stuff. Start his seeds. Bounty, remember?
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Makes coffee.
So, Will, is your children into pepper growing? I certainly hope so. I know Innocent, she's really into it. But I know Sammy, for some reason, he changed his mind. He doesn't want to grow anything anymore. Yeah, said he would get bored. And unfortunately, I don't know what to do, or I don't know what was done to make him change his mind.
He said he had been afraid that he would not like it, and that he didn't want to start it and did not like it.
So that's something that still bugs me because he was interested and now he's not.
He wouldn't know.
Well, that's good that they dig it.
I told him
Yeah, I don't know why he changed his mind. It makes me sad though, because he was all into it.
last year he didn't like going out pick the seeds and stuff. Remember, he got bored with it.
You'll have to talk louder if you want to be heard.
I'm telling you, he got bored last year. He went out picking seeds.
Yeah, he backed out, Will.
Innocence, she enjoyed going out
It makes me sad because he was into it, and then he came down and told us that he wasn't interested in doing it. Thought he would get bored of it, and was worried about the plants whenever he went to his mother's, even though we told him we would take care of them while he was at his mother's. He said he was worried he'd get bored of them. Innocent, she's all into it still.
but she don't tell him
Yeah, I just don't know if there's any way to change his mind or what. Because if he don't want to grow, he won't grow. There ain't no point in making them do something they don't want to do. That just ruins it for possibly the rest of their lives.
bored with it now. And it might would. I tried talking to him, and because I thought it was all about him worrying about the plants when he's gone, but it wasn't. I told him that I'd take care of him while he's gone, and that didn't help. Well, Innocence even told him that she'd watch him and spray his plants and stuff, but that wasn't it. No, last season when we went outside, I tried to get both children to go out with me, and he didn't enjoy it. He got bored picking the use with
I
him.
know.
And even when I was doing the crossings, Innocence was the one that was right there watching it.
Will said, long as I get Innocence locked in, then woohoo.
She oh my Lord, did you tell him about the other night? She was upstairs and
No, I didn't.
you need to it was ridiculous. It scared me. I didn't know what it was.
She wishes she had a video camera to
Yes.
record it.
Well, I couldn't, but I
Were
didn't know she was going to do it.
we were sitting down here, and then we hear Innocent scream.
Well, it wasn't a bad scream. It was like, whee! Sort of.
Yeah,
Oh,
and we didn't know what was going on. She come down. I got a pepper. I got a pepper.
And she thought it was a
She thought
black
it was a
something.
black naga,
And had a grin from ear to ear.
and it was that weird grass looking
Yeah.
thing that I sent the picture to you of.
Well, to her, it was like a pepper.
But either way, she's happy that she's got something growing.
We had to go look at everything.
Yep.
She come down them stairs. It sounded like a horse galloping.
Yeah, hopefully it might kick back in when he gets older.
Well, I thought that he came down with her. Sammy did. So I thought, that he was all happy about it too.
Yeah, I loved walking around last year and looking at everything that was growing and watching all the bees on the flowers.
I wish I could have done more out there.
Because we had sunflowers and wildflowers, and there was bees all over them. All different kinds of bees. And butterflies and even moths.
Yeah. And
We had them hummingbird moths.
them spiders.
Yeah, we had spiders, praying mantises, all kinds of
Then
stuff.
we had some wicked spiders like that paxile.
That wasn't a spider.
Not
Spider.
spider, I mean worm or whatever. My grandma used to call it worm, but I know they'll tear your hand up.
Will's still got to finish putting his seeds up, getting them sowed.
Well, I've got to get in the fridge and start separating stuff because there's some seed I should have done throwed out outside. Stupid virus is about to
Yeah, Zeus keeps on whining, can't sleep good.
oh well.
He won't get over it, and every time I'm about to go to sleep, I hear and it wakes me up. Well, I wouldn't keep him from whining.
Well, I couldn't hear him. Thank goodness. Of course, I'm not myself out with that knuckle again.
Yeah, I let him out this morning, let him go use the bathroom.
You better be good, boy.
But he's a noisy one. If we had enough heating pads, we'd have heating pads under all the seeds
Yeah,
to make them pop quicker.
hopefully I don't get any muscle aches. I've used all the heating pads under the plant.
So are you planting seeds right now, Will? Or are you just chilling or just doing something else?
Drinking coffee.
Yeah, he's drinking coffee.
I got mine. It's to get me in a chocolate or cocoa or coffee. So I'm drinking plain coffee.
I drank one of Jesse's.
Ooh, not me. That thing's to make a hair stand up on the back of my neck.
No,
It did me. It made
that
me
thing
feel
ain't.
funny.
That ain't
I
strong.
can't, honey, I can't even take a caffeine pill where I start feeling like I'm having a seizure.
That coffee ain't that strong.
I can't handle it. Or, no. Don't even start that, Zeus. Mama will whoop your hind end.
No, if I knew where um the beeper was.
I don't know. My husband's probably got something.
He's probably got it in his coat pocket.
Susie, no. Mama will whoop you hind end. Behave. You want a biscuit later, you better be good.
One of the females is in heat, so
Yeah,
he thinks it's his job,
and it's not.
and it's not.
Behave. The good boy. Oh, I gotta buy that seed. Oh, that's so bad. I wish school was already out.
Kane put up a video
Oh,
about 20 hours ago. He was crossing peppers, the little tiny peppers, about that tall. He was showing how he crosses them indoors and grows them.
yeah.
I thought it was neat.
Innocent's not watching. She watched Crazy K. She done learn how to put it on his channel. TV. She watched his whatever his new one. She's in there putting it on.
Yeah, we use whatever heating pads we can get a hold of.
Yeah. They cut off and on most of them.
Yeah.
Cut them back on.
He's checking his grow list, seeing what else he's got to drop.
Well, did you tell him we done some micro tomatoes?
No, I didn't. But yeah, we did
We did
a few micro tomatoes. We got them in the mail through trading.
But the ladies I got them from are pretty picky, so I'd say they're what you're supposed to be.
But some of them only get about that tall.
I'm trying to find seed for bleeding heart. I had one lady tell me she had bleeding heart, but she never did message me back. I'm assuming she don't have seed. Yeah. I put that on my list to try to get seed from this year is bleeding heart and water lilies and check the lotus. Of course, I think there's something about pollinating them, Spanky. I need you to read it.
Oh, yeah.
To help me figure it out. Yeah, it's about the water lilies and the lotus. If they don't get pollinated or something or another, they won't have. It's something. Now, as many bees as I have up there and flying critters, dragonflies and butterflies, it was ridiculous. They should have got pollinated. Then again, I have a pond full of water lilies and lotus, so they may be and dropping, and I don't know it. But everybody's wanting me to start checking them and get the seed off.
Let me see, Will. I know you mentioned earlier how many seeds you had done. Oh yeah, that's a good one right there. Do you remember how much you paid the last time we bought raw honey?
You mean the time the last time, Jesse's buddy, I mean, he was real nice to us.
I know, but how much was he charging for how much?
I think it's, I don't remember. Is it at $15 or $20 a quart? I think it's $20 a quart.
Hey, D. Jerrington. Good morning to you too.
I'm pretty sure
it was either $20 or $25 for a quart.
Yeah, but our circumstances.
Because I know Will knew a place in South Carolina. If I knew, let's see, in Chenese SC. in South Carolina, selling raw honey $45 for half a gallon, and he was wondering if that was a good price. So I mean, that sounds about the same price as what they're selling here.
Maybe a little higher a quart up here. I think I think that's what it was. And the more you bought from him, the better deal you got. That's the way he works it.
He saw at College Hill gave out the giveaway.
They gave it out. Is he been watching them?
He must be if he saw it.
Yeah, they give out the, and then they're going to do another one. I just like it. I don't know. I like watching them. I think what they're doing is awesome. And I like that. You know, I wasn't even going to think about planting corn, but now I think I'm going to just to. I really want to do beans. I used to love to do beans. There's that big old cat. That's
yeah, we got the camera on right now.
Big golden cat. Curly, you might see him come out here in a minute.
Oh, Curly, yeah, that's our muscle cat. That cat is ripped.
He is. I know. It's causing muscles. She said, "Mama, muscles wants out."
But that cat has to be ripped because his competition's about twice his size.
And got a head the size of a dinner plate.
Yep. That's the biggest cat I've ever seen. You all right?
No. I feel like death warmed over.
He saw that killer bee hot honey last night. I told him about Peter Stanley doing a video on it.
I ate quite a bit of my raspberry hot honey. And Jesse stuck his finger in it before I got my little bowl I'd poured. And then he's just sitting there, and all of a sudden, at first he acted like nothing, then all of a sudden he started doing like that. It got him in the back of the throat. I eat mine with egg rolls. And I eat quite
What was he doing? Just eating it?
He just stuck his pinky in it. And, you know, he got the taste, and then he thought, and then it hit him in the back of the throat. And after I got done eating mine, went in there, and he said, "That gets you right in the back of the throat, don't it?" He said, "I still feel it in the back of my throat." That's some good honey. I like it.
He said he got in on the next one.
Next one.
Giveaway, I'm assuming.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I put down a thing, but I just think what they're doing is awesome.
Yeah.
Anyone that's trying to help inspire people, that's awesome, I think.
I told him I wish we had more of them little honey bears.
Yeah, I know, because I still got. I could send out. I'm not sure exactly how much did they hold.
But I think two ounces. I don't know if it's liquid ounces or not.
That one too. I still got that much. You better not touch it. It's on it. I got it on the outside of the jar. Gonna wipe the jar off. I just poured me some quickly and I'm sure that do 2 or 3 jars at least, or 2 or 3 honey bears at least, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Having some more of them.
I can't wait to do more honey. I had fun with that.
Oh, was that
Babysitting it every day.
was that $20? That killer bee honey? Because I think Peter said that it was $17 if I'm remembering correctly where he was at. Yeah, that's the same stuff that Peter had. No, buddy.
I got finished doing all these. Damn.
Do you
Oh.
you know where the beeper's at? It should be in your coat pocket.
I wish I could grow beets. Ma used to grow them. I like to pickle beets, but heck, I couldn't get beets to grow last time.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sending out a few more bottles of that to some people.
Yeah. We'll probably like to, you know.
Do what?
We'll probably like honey.
Oh, I would say Will loves honey. He don't like sourwood though. And then Bill or William Beckham, he likes it.
Where's my tape?
You ran out last night.
No, I got a new thing out.
No, I don't know.
No, my youngest come down here and swipe my
Well,
tape.
them bees up there in the woods, up in the mountains, what are they going to pull off of other than rhododendrons?
Yeah,
Poplar in the springtime. Everything blooms in the woods. Yeah. Blooms at different times.
They'll make poplar. She's
That's a good thing about the ones in the woods is they got the maples to draw off of. Maples bloom out early. That's one of your first pollens that they have available.
And you see my taping where I think my child swiped it.
And then as many roads as we got around here, and road banks are usually covered with something like honeysuckle or little stuff they can get to.
We got Gordon Ramsay in the chat. Hey, Gordon Ramsay.
Flash Gordon.
No, Gordon Ramsay, man.
Remember the old Flash Gordon?
Thank you. This is my last tape.
I'll have to get you some more.
Did you let her swipe my tape? You had to come and got it. I'm miserable.
I don't know where the lamb sauce is, Gordon.
What? What's that?
Yeah, it's pretty cold today. Oh, Will timed out Gordon Ramsay.
Oh.
Gordon Ramsay was being Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay was being Gordon Ramsay. What does Gordon Ramsay do? He yells at chefs.
Oh. I'm thinking about making using hot pepper. I wish I could grow cabbage. I like to can some sauerkraut. You like sauerkraut? Really?
He may have been stupid,
I
but it
thought
was
you liked sauerkraut.
hilarious.
What about
Oh,
what about eat it with things?
that
They call it
that
without
reminds
cabbage
me.
and everything else. You eat it with
I like
things.
much cabbage.
Oh my goodness. Cabbage is good for you.
I know it's something about the smell when it's cooking.
I like greens
Makes me
too.
nauseated.
Well, you're lucky then. I ain't made you stuffed cabbage.
That smell brings teeth.
It don't smell that bad.
That reminds me of there was a guy in one of Brando's live streams that asked him if he tipped him, would he take his clothes off?
Oh, I know. Yeah, one did.
If he tipped Brando, would he take his clothes off? Brando deleted it. That was hilarious. People come in and do stupid stuff like that.
Should come back with show me the money.
You gonna If I do a striptease act, show me the money.
Dee wants to know what kind of soap you got making.
I need to make some soap.
Yeah.
I haven't made soap in a good while. Now I gotta find room to make soap because I got seeds everywhere.
Romeo sitting there sticking tall with them buckets.
Let's see. I got seeds everywhere.
Yep.
3D printers everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Well, no, but cover my table. And then I got
Not
seeds.
covering your whole table.
They're taking a good
Covering
portion.
half.
And then seeds are taking the other half. And then my freezer's covered in seeds. Let's see.
I wouldn't mind doing something outside.
Well, I want to do something else. I used to do it on the back porch, but now, oddly enough, bees stuff and potting stuff is taking my porch.
Now, the pot and stuff went on the porch.
They had to go on the
Because
porch I got to get to it.
if it went on the ground,
No, I don't want it on the ground.
it might not have come up off the ground.
No, it's got to go on the porch. I just got to figure out where I can make soap because the innocence is wanting to learn that too. Well, she's already made. She helped me make one batch of soap so far.
Hello, Justin. Good morning to you too.
I need to make some soap though and send it out to people.
Oh, I'm sure it's cold in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Susie went out in it and got ice on her eyelashes.
Susie walked to the store the other night and was dang getting frostbite.
I couldn't handle it. What's that? Tiger guy, the Michelin Man or
The Michelin Man.
I would.
Oh, it has a hell of a heater in it.
I freeze. Yeah, but there was ice and snow everywhere. You risk it. Risk even driving. I couldn't drive in that. That's a bit too much snow for me.
I think it's cold about everywhere.
I just ain't been able to handle
Tires, winter tires, when they come up the hill.
I've been so sick I ain't even got to see the baby. What? 3 times. I've seen her 3 times since she's born.
I've not seen her any.
Well, I've seen her on this. But other than that, I ain't even got to see her.
Hey.
Huh?
Will said it's colder than a well digger's ass in Carolinas.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, well, part of the problem with transferring to metric is you got all these companies that have inferior tools and they don't want to spend the money. That's part of the problem. The other thing is metric's good in some areas and bad in other areas. Yeah.
What are you wanting to do? What are you wanting to do? You want to move the trampoline?
Yeah.
Well, see, I need more planting area.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I need it. No, I need very just small walkway through there, and I want everything else dug. So I can
yeah,
plant,
Dee, we got to see the blood moon.
Spanky, you're gonna have to sometime. You're gonna have to go out and trim trees.
I'm surprised that Gordon Ramsay has stuck it out and is posting again.
Oh, big old Garfield's out there.
Oh, this one's black.
Really? What's worse, he didn't attack it.
I'll go on ahead and show his message in the chat.
Hey, ask on there, does any of them happen to grow pecan trees?
Anybody grow pecan trees?
My big pecans have pecans, but they're not doing, the pecans are not right. They need something, and I don't know what they need exactly. Jesse, look behind you. There should be some trail mix there.
I don't know if anybody in the chats that messed with them trees.
I'd love to get some actual decent pecans off of them. They have pecans, they're just not right. No, Zeus, no. Don't go through her. You're going to end up knocking my plants off. Mama's going to get you. There's a cracker in here. Yeah, don't let her bite you. Did she bite you? She's mad. She might bite you.
She probably will if I put my fingers in her.
Well, she's a little bit ill. Mm-mm.
I think it was Mike and some other cat with him.
It's her.
You hear me? Go on, little dog. Go.
She needs her collar put on.
I've got my lead.
I gotta make some. I need to clear out a spot to make some charcoal soap because Jesse's requested it like probably 7 or 8 months ago, and I need to make some itch away soap and skin renewal.
I'm surprised that Gordon Ramsay stuck out the timeout. I just find it funny cause
I'm trying to think of who that is.
as long as he doesn't get timed out again or knocked out again, his messages will be saved in the chat replay. He's Gordon Ramsay. He's yelling.
I don't know who that is.
He's yelling and he's doing profane. Oh, we got Chuck Norris in here now. Yeah, yeah,
Chuck Norris?
yeah. We got Chuck Norris.
Oh, wow. I feel
Now,
special now.
Chuck Norris is like Superman.
not even Gordon Ramsay can yell at Chuck Norris.
Well, now, Gordon Ramsay, I'm not even sure who that is.
Gordon Ramsay cannot yell at Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris was taken to what? What was he, a Ranger or something? Texas Ranger or something?
He's done a lot of stuff. He's Delta Force.
That's very amusing.
I forget all Chuck Norris names.
Oh. Well, I remember that one because you watched it all the time.
Nothing like Chuck Norris. Yeah, Chuck Norris roundhouse Gordon Ramsay.
He's thinking a Roadhouse, like Peter Griffin. He's on that Roadhouse show, and every time somebody says something, he roundhouse kicks him and says, Roadhouse.
You come here and sit down, baby, for a minute.
I might be on the line.
No, you won't. Come on. Sit down and have your coffee.
Zeus. Look at my wish book.
Move, Zeusy. Move, Zeusy. No, Zeus. I will. No. They're going through my.
So long you have a spirit animal up here on your shoulder. He will never dare talk to the great Chuck Norris.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What? He said he got to go teach some people what?
Some lessons.
Who does?
Chuck Norris.
Well, that's all right because I'm getting ready to call it anyhow. So, thanks for everybody that stopped by. We had the famous Gordon Ramsay on here and the even famous Chuck Norris. So, Thanks everybody that stopped by.
Coffee time. Been a good one, man.
Yep.